Hi, everyone. I'm Elliot Page. For those who do not know me, for those that do, well, hey, here's Elliot Page again. Um, and this is we're live, or at least we're supposed to be. Um, YouTube still won't let me go live right now, so this is pre-recorded, but in a live stream type of vibe. So welcome to this channel, this platform. This platform is called Pageful of Life. Pageful of Life is actually Pageful of Life was established in 2022, and that was more of a blog. The site I had was more of a blog. It was a written format of talking about mental health and relationships, two of the things that I can talk about all day long with myself or with people. It's topics that I'm passionate about, and people have many different opinions about it. And I was recording content, coming out with real, short form content, and things of that nature. Speaking on those types of things from the blog. Now we're here, 2025. It's a bit of a revamp. Things have been reshaped a little bit. And now this platform is going to be used as a platform just to really just help people. I mean, that's what it was before, but now this is I'm an accountability coach who teach young adults on how to master healthy habits and become the best version of themselves. So yeah, that's what this is going to be about, and that's what I'm about. So this, I'm gonna tell you what you guys can expect from this channel, specifically these live streams. These live streams will consist. It's going to be just me providing commentary about the things that I kind of observe in life, the things that maybe are affecting me, or things that's happening in the world. Newsworthy types of things. It's going to be a structure to it. Despite it being live, it's going to be a structure to it. I'm gonna treat it just like a TV show, how they do. They have the A block, the B block, the C block, and things of that nature. So it's kind of gonna be broken up in three parts. One, it will be, speaking on world news, the things that you're probably gonna see on the big news publications like, New York Times, BBC. Right here is gonna be Al Jazeera from a article I'm gonna pull up. Newsworthy sites like that. And so today, talk about Gaza, the starving children in Gaza. Give my opinion on that, and then I'm gonna talk about pop culture news. That's gonna be the second topic of these live streams, and that's gonna be talking about Shannon Sharpe's exit from ESPN, getting fired from ESPN, and then I'm gonna end with personal news. So things that kind of going on in my life that I want to share, or things that I observe when I'm out and about, and seeing and hearing things from other people that I want to speak on. Um, so I'm gonna start off by saying, this is something new. This is, welcome to the platform to give us ourselves, the people who are trying something new in their lives. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. I got the soundboard here. I'm gonna have a little fun with this. The soundboard. You got a bunch of different, little sound effects in here, so you'll hear them throughout the stream and everything. Um, so yeah, let's get started. Let's get started with the news in Gaza. So you see right here, and I'm gonna try my best to give you guys, not just me just talking, but actually like I'm pulling it from something. I'm pulling it from like respectable sources. Because I'm one of those that, like, I like to do my research. I like to make sure I'm seeing everything from all angles. Um, so here it's a video, but I'm gonna speak off the headline portions and the byline. So Trump, he's speaking on the what's going on in Gaza and the war in Israel. Um, he's saying he's kind of rejecting that kids are starving in Gaza, and yeah, man, I don't know if he's been sleep under his Oval Office or something like, but I mean, has he not seen the photos? I mean, you see these photos, you don't even want to see all of them because, like, it's just, I mean, it gives Holocaust vibes. These you see the spines, the vertebrae of these children, man. And I'm gonna be the first person to say that I'm not like, you know, I'm not a CNN correspondent and anything like that. Like, I haven't. At first, I was not really paying attention to what was going on over there, and sometimes I could be a little isolated in myself with just, if things going on, especially in another country that I know really doesn't have any effect on me per se, like a direct effect, like it ain't stopping my paycheck, you know, interfering with my health, um, or anything like that, or I'm not in my life is not in danger. Like I could tend to kind of like block it out, which I could kind of do with other stuff in my life. So I'll just go off and say that I'm not a Gaza Israel expert, but I do pay attention to news and I try to be aware of what's going on, um, and just try to have a level of empathy, with. I mean, I think especially us in America, we take for granted just our day to day lives. Like I mean, we're not. We haven't been in war. A war hasn't been on our soil in what 70 something years. When World War II. We got attacked in Pearl Harbor. Um, so we don't have to deal with some of the things and worry about some of the things that some of these other countries have to worry about or say. You don't see too many refugees, people in America going to other countries, which is why I have a sympathy for those coming to America. But that's a different topic for a different day, another live stream. um, but yeah, so I mean, I seen I'm trying to pay attention a little bit more to the stuff that's going on over there, and at first, man, I wasn't aware of Netanyahu, but after started paying attention to the Iran stuff, because that definitely was something that was gonna affect us. I'm like, oh shit, like Iran has been an adversary of ours since what the '70s at least. Um, and when that happened, and it came out of nowhere, at least to me, it came out of nowhere. Um, and Netanyahu just straight up just straight up just bombed them folks like out of nowhere in a just you know just out of nowhere. So that was shocking, and uh, yeah, the dude is ruthless, man, and I kind of have I'm on the fence about like war crimes and things of that nature. A lot of people, he gets a lot of heat for the war crimes that he's been charged with and things that he's doing, right? Like in this instance, bombing aid sites, attacking folks at aid sites. The folks who just man, the folks who really don't have anything to do with the war, they're just citizens, and they're trying to go to these places where they're giving out food and maybe clothes and medical supplies and things and medical aid. Um, and so by him doing dude's ruthless, man. He just don't care. Um, and maybe that's why him and Trump, get along so well. He likes those ruthless types, um, like Putin and all those folks. So, uh, but yeah, I'm on the fence about like war crimes, right? Like, cause I look at it like, okay, you're at war. It's almost like when people get in a street fight, like you're in a fight. This isn't, you know, street fight. It ain't sanctioned. It's not. It's not a professional fight or something like that where you have a referee. Like, hey, you gonna punch, scratch, kick, uh, shoot, poke eyes out, or you gonna do whatever it is, man, to get the person, your opposition, off of you, and get these ops off of you. You know. And so I kind of look at it in the same way as war. Yeah, I understand we have the Geneva Conventions, you have rules of engagement, but it's like, okay, you can have people's a convention or people that have these rules set in place or this code, like, hey, we're not going to bomb aid sites, we're not going to bomb hospitals and things of that nature. And I kind of would tend to agree with that. Like, if there was you got like people are kind of playing, uh if see, man, it's tough to say, man. I'm like almost about to say play fair in war. It just don't even sound right. But I can kind of get where they coming from, where you're like, man, all right, this is between our armed forces. If your armed forces are we're dismantling. I mean, we're just like running through the numbers of your army and navy, your whole military, and then you better surrender at that point because you have no protection. Then and keep it at that. Like, I get that, but um, it's the other end of it where I'm like, it's war, man. Like, can you be a gentleman in war? Like, doesn't the gentleman lose? In war, like, I don't, so I'm on the fence about that. But anyway, the it's rough, man. I just, with me now being a dad of, a 1 year old now, pretty much. Um, I think about those kids, bro. I think about my kid. It's like, bro, that's so tough, man. What do you do, man? Like, as a parent, bro, you you're in this war torn country and it's going on every day, bro. You don't know when a bomb is gonna hit you or hit right next to you or hit your family, like your relatives who stay in the same town. Um, and then you're trying to go and get aid, man, and you're seeing bodies drop here and there, or just all types of chaos, man, while you're just trying to get your child crumbs of food, you know. Um, my heart goes out to them for real. That stuff that's going on over there is it's pretty wicked, man. And I try to have a level of empathy for those types of people. So yeah, that's the Gaza stuff. Like I said, I think some of Trump's people need to kind of patch him in into some into some some stuff that's going on over there. I don't know, like it's kind of crazy to kind of reject that they aren't starving. Like, unless those images I seen were AI, like, I don't know how you not aware of that. Okay, so there's that. Let's go to the Shannon Sharpe news, man. So got Mr. Sharpe here, man. He probably ain't he probably ain't smiling that hard given the news that he's gotten over the last 24 hours. So yeah, man, for those who haven't kept up with it, Shannon Sharpe, he's been fired for ESPN, and I just remembered he had just inked this $100 million deal with ESPN. He just like he re-upped. He was coming into some new money. And boy, do we see this all too often. All too often, man, when a successful black man, and I hate to go there. I really try to stay away from the race stuff sometimes, because I feel like that's a low hanging fruit. It's easy to kind of go that route, but I mean, hey, observations are observations. It is what it is. So yeah, he was dealing with this 19, 20 year old. Okay, yeah, so right here. So the OnlyFans chick he was, I guess allegedly dating. They met when she was 20, right? Okay. The dude's 57. Dude's 57. I mean, all right, let's stop right there. All right. I'm gonna go back. Uh let's stop right there, man. Dude, you're 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 not far removed from maybe getting discounted tickets at the movie theater, bro. You about to be a senior citizen. You're dealing with someone who is 20 years old, and I got yeah. Let's stay on that for a second. I have this theory that if you're dealing with someone who is 10 years your senior or younger than you, something's wrong, bro. Because why is it that you cannot get anyone that's in your age group? You know, hell, someone that's in your generation, like, bro, they're not even the same generation. What is 57? Let me look something up real quick. Just look up what generation is 57-year-olds. I think that's Gen X, right? What generation is a 57-year-old? Oh my God. A 57-year-old a 57-year-old is considered a baby boomer, bruh. A baby boomer, bruh. Hey, listen here, man. You're dealing with someone that's not even. You got baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, which I happen to squeeze into. 95 baby here. For the folks. Hey, 95 baby. Yeah. 95 baby. And then you have what is it? What is next? Gen Z and then Gen Alpha. What is a 20-year-old? 20 is a 20-year-old. Gen Z. Okay. You messing with somebody, baby. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna count. I gotta count the baby. So baby boomer, Gen X, millennial, Gen Z. You're dealing with someone who is 4 generations past you. 4 generations past you. That is insane, man. Like, what are you going? How do y'all relate? How do y'all? I try my best to not be judgmental. Because we all got stuff that other people wouldn't approve of, right? I mean, we're all 8 billion people in the world, man. We're all the same, but all different. It's so. But some things you just gotta like just question. Some things you got. Some things are questionable, man, for sure. That is that's diabolical, boy. So I say that to say I really don't have much sympathy for you, man. Okay, so if we look at things, she was a OnlyFans model, and again, hey, man, look, do your thing. Women out there, man, if y'all wanna go that route, if y'all want to make a living, make a wage off of the horniness of men or women. Hey, some women like to see women too, butt naked. So whatever, however you fly. Hey man, look, if you make a living off of expressing yourself and just you're very comfortable with your body, your sexuality, and you have that freedom of expression, and you want to make a living off other people admiring you, because that's really what it is, right? It's other people admiring you. Now, some people might be admiring you in a very, very just very horny way. Like, I mean, some people are just freaked out. So, but if you, I'm not gonna knock people if they want to make a living off that. All right, but it's also, you kind of when you gotta take a look like that does profile you in a way. And I I think that's fair, right? Not saying that like you're OnlyFans model and you are worthless to society, right? Like, why should we like? Could you not go off and be a businesswoman or businessman? No, not saying that. But what I am saying is like in relating to this situation, okay, the 4 generation gap, age gap between these two, and the I would say different. I'm going on a limb and say different interests, different values that are at play here between the two people because of the age gap, and in the nature of the business, the nature of you know what they do for a living. I'm gonna go on a limb and say, man, it's a bit of a risk. You you messing with lava there, bro. You juggling lava, because stuff like this can happen, man. You just inked a new deal, so there's already gonna be a target on your back, man. It's gonna be people who wanna see you fail. You know, you're working for Disney, bro. For those who don't know, ESPN is owned by Disney. You're owned by Mickey Mouse, man. you got you know you have to toe the line. You gotta fly straight and narrow when you're dealing with networks like a corporation like that, a mega brand like that. Now, luckily, he went off and he started his own brand with Club Shay Shay and Nightcap with Ocho. Shout out to him. Shout outs to him. But I got stopped right there because it's all gone now, man. I don't think any network is gonna pick you up now based off of what happened. So, yeah, man, saying stuff and then come on, dude. You had the Instagram. You're just a little sloppy, man, because you got the Instagram live stuff, which if your biggest fan, bro, your biggest supporter, you're giving them a tough time, a hard time to justify or vouch for you for your explanation of going on Instagram Live and clapping cheeks. Like, there's steps involved with going on live. It ain't just it ain't like Amazon, man, one click buy. It ain't one click live. There's steps involved with it. So how do you accidentally go on live and you're clapping cheeks? You know? Um, so sloppy, right? And then you have this situation, which I heard the voice recordings, where he said he's gonna choke her and stuff like that. Now, the way it was kind of chopped together was kind of suspect anyway. It was like, all right, there's clearly a level of, I would say, extortion going on here. Um, I'm not gonna say it's AI, but it's like they did some. I think they did some altering to in the way they edited and clipped things together, where it was because it was like awkward pauses. It was out of place pauses in those voice recordings. But hey, in saying what you said with saying that you're gonna choke her and stuff like that. Like, I get it. It's if y'all dating and stuff like that, you say stuff like, you say freaky stuff like that, right? But it can be used against you. It can be used against you, bro, if you're um dealing with a person who don't have your best interest at heart, who truly ain't like for you, like, and I say for you in the sense of like, okay, if I say that to my wife, bro, like, there's nothing that's gonna come out of that, bro. She's not going to go to a lawyer and extort me and try to say that we didn't have a consensual relationship. He sexually assaulted me or anything like that, right? So it's just, you got to know who you're dealing with, and I think that's a bigger lesson, a bigger theme here for people to kind of latch on to. Got to know who you're dealing with, man. Um, and please, y'all, and I hate double standards. I would say this if this was a 57-year-old woman dating a 20-year-old man, you know. Um, it's just like, bro, what what is this? What's gonna come of this? It's crazy, dude. Like, bro, I mean, the types of, I mean, what's the conversation like? you're 57, dude. Like you're talking about high blood pressure medicine and high blood pressure medicine with her. Like what is she? What is that 20-year-old person saying to you, man? Like they're trying to put you on the TikTok dances. Like it's such a wide discrepancy of age that it just can't wrap my head around. Um, what is that? I'm not all up to speed on math here. What's the numbers on that? That 57. Oh, I'm tripping. 57 minus 20, 37. Uh, so used to a calculator these days, man, that and using AI that I can't even subtract 20 easily. That's crazy. But I caught myself though. Caught myself. Yeah. So I'm 29 now. Let's just stop right there. Let's just let's stop right there. Yeah. I know where I was getting at. Like if I was put that in perspective, trying to be with somebody who is 20 years younger than me, that's a 9-year-old, man. It is even me saying that, bro. Ugh. Like that's diabolical, dog. That's sick, man. That's sick. It's really sick. Um. So yeah. So yeah, hey, Mr. Sharp, got to be more careful. Really, man. You gotta. Hey, you gotta. Oh, before I forget, yeah. So I was seeing on the internet that he had said on his show that so he wouldn't give his daughter, or he would give his daughter no more than $30,000 for the wedding, right? And then we fast forward to this, we know that he just paid out a chick $20 million, um, for this lawsuit. So it's like, bro, you look at that. That's just sad to me, man, because um, you wouldn't give your daughter not even close to a meal, and you gave you gave this chick $20 million, and basically it was off of a you gave that up, like that's almost like a donation pretty much, because like honestly if nothing happened, we gotta look at this now, it's a settlement. If nothing happened, why not go to trial? Why not go to trial, right? Uh, so you settle because you basically you give up. You're like, man, look, I don't want this to go. Either you're guilty, and you're like, man, let's just let me pay this off, and we can move past this, or yeah, you just give up, because if you otherwise, if you know you didn't do nothing wrong, man, I'm not about to give money away. I'm not about to settle with somebody if I know I didn't do anything wrong. So, and that was what, a fifth of what that huge contract, huge $100 million contract, you signed. You gave a fifth of that away. So but you wouldn't give your daughter the wedding that she might have wanted. Now I'm a flip it. Now I'm gonna say this. I have my stance on paying for a marriage, right? As a parent, just paying for a wedding in general is I don't really subscribe to that. I didn't have a wedding, and my wife, she didn't want to have a wedding. Thankfully, we were both on the same page with that. Um, because we just feel like it's just not a financially sound decision. Hey, for those that want to have a wedding, they've always dreamt of it. Cool, then go do it. Go do what makes you happy and what you always wanted to do. Go ahead. Um, but if I had to pay a large sum of money for a wedding, it would be for the honeymoon. It would not be for the wedding, man. Because honestly, I feel like weddings and so things like weddings and like baby showers and stuff like that, bro. It's not even for the people involved. It's for everyone else, right? Now, people gonna say like, "Oh, what you mean? A baby shower or a wedding? Like, it's those people involved. That's what it's for. That's what we showing up for." If that truly was the case, because I have a theory about this, I really wanted to do this, do the baby shower and stuff like that. If that were the case, then people wouldn't mind if there was a charge to attend the place, right? And I say that because for all these functions, bro, what is one of the biggest? Well, okay, actually, no. What are the two biggest expenses? It's paying for the venue that you're going to be at, and it's paying for the food, bro. Food these days, catered food these days, at least about you paying about $15 a head, man. Like it's expensive, dude. Like it's man, you're going to come out a lot, bro. And like who's like the folks involved are footing the bill. You get what I'm saying? So people because and if you're truly coming to those support those people and everything like that, because I feel like if there was no food involved, you would hear the complaints from people like, man, that whack ass wedding or the whack ass man, what type of baby shower is that? Man, they ain't have any food. Some people come to these events unfed. They will come to the events expecting for there to be food there. You know, I don't carry that mindset, man. I'm gonna eat a sandwich. I'm gonna eat something before going to a function like that. Like that's just what it is because I'm not about to go on an assumption that these people going to feed me because I know how much it costs to put these events on. Um, and so yeah, and that's why I truly feel like, man, if it truly was for, yeah, I feel like it's for other folks, right? The spectacle of it all. These things now these days are spectacles. Like, and I think maybe social media has something to do with it, man. When people are trying to compare, contrast, they see all of these different, they see these different things. They see things on Pinterest and then mood boards, and people got vision boards, and like people just fantasize a lot, and it's just, man, it's a lot to bear to put on these events, to pay for the food, pay for the venue, pay for the decor and all these other things, man. And you're stuck with the bill. So if I was gonna pay anything in regards to like the wedding, it would be the honeymoon. Oh, you gonna pay for the wedding? You gonna drop 30,000? Hey, forget that. We'll go to the courthouse. You can show up at the courthouse, and support and everything like that. Talking about it, like I say, if a parent was gonna pay for it or something like, hey, no, hey, cut it. Give me some tickets, first class. I'm talking about. I want and we can go. I'm talking about the furthest away on the globe that we can go, bro. That's extravagant. Hey, for 30,000, yeah, I want to shower with my airplane seat. I want to shower. I want them hot towels that they put on your face. Oh yeah, I want the caviar, on a Chilean sea bass meal. Mm-hmm. You know, shoot. I want it all. I want that first class service. Oh, put me up in the Four Seasons somewhere, wherever that. Actually, yeah. Fly. Let's go to the first class seats. Let's go to the those those hotel rooms where you're in the water. I want to wake up and there's whales and sharks and other types of the school of fish, swimming around me and stuff like that. I'm in a bowl, Yeah, I want something extravagant like that for 30,000. And honestly, it might still have something left over. I'm talking. Let's go for 2 weeks. Let's go for 2 weeks. Shoot, for 30,000. Well, let's go to the prime minister's house. Let's have dinner over there or something. Let's have a private chef table over. For 30,000. You know what you can do for 30. And me. Yeah, hey man, forget that. What, couple hours, bro, and then 30,000 for a couple hours, and then imagine it. Because honestly, I don't think like I told my wife this too. She kind of looked at me sideways, She knows why. She gets me. She knows she understands me. Maybe not agree with me, but she understands me if that makes sense. And I love her for that. Our daughter, I'm not paying for her wedding. I'm saying that right now, so we'll see if things change. But I'm as it stands right now, I don't believe in paying for a wedding because, again, like I said, I don't think it's a financially sound decision. If I'm gonna spend 30,000 or something like that, or I'm gonna spend tens of thousands on, bro, that's a closing cost for a home she can get. You get what I'm saying? And there was actually a show. I seen a few episodes. I think it was called Home or Marriage, and the episodes I was seeing, majority of the people chose to have a wedding over a home. What? What? Nah, that's crazy talk, bro. No, put me up in a home. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, people were wondering the background I chose. This is actually my home right before I moved in. This is the living room. I'm in my basement, but this is the living room or whatever. I was trying to find a background that would be, instead of like the fake office backgrounds. I was like, oh, let me just use my own home. But yeah, I would much rather have a home, man. That's 30,000, bro. That's closing costs. And maybe if you had some left over, some furniture, man, to furnish the place. Like, why would I pay tens of thousands for a few hours and then you might not even make it? Y'all might get divorced. There's no guarantee. Me paying for that wedding, there's no guarantee y'all gonna stay together. Honestly, that might put a burden on y'all, bro, because now, you're looking like, okay, we had this great spectacle, to show our love for each other, and then we gotta save up for a house. What, bro? That's backwards, bro. Hey, man, that's backwards, man. Um, so yeah, I just don't believe in it, right? And so, Shannon, man, you gotta take some time to yourself, man. Think about some things, reevaluate some things, man. You need to get right, my brother. Hey, if you need any coaching services, man, go to this website right here. Yeah, go to this website right here, Pageful of Life, where I can provide you some accountability coaching services, and we can get you right, man. Moving on. So, uh, yeah, man. So, personal news. Personal news, man. For myself, I wanna start by saying that I'm s- uh, so personally, man. I've over the last week, and hopefully I'm not like I'm not gonna give up any names or anything like that. And the people know who I'm talking about. If I'm ever like you know sharing a story, just hopefully the people can respect it. I'm not dropping any names or anything like that, not putting them on blast, but just trying to use it as a moment to talk about, man, and for people to kind of other people, if they had similar experience, to be able to share their thoughts on said experiences. Um, so man, this past week, man, was it's a bit of a is a new experience for me in the sense that one of my partners, man, my brothers, one of my closest friends, um, was really dealing with some mental challenges, and had to found I had to find out from other people in his circle that he was really breaking down, and it sounded like really an anxiety attack for the first time in his life, and all is well now. He's better. He's past that after speaking to him, but it really kind of stems from not giving yourself enough grace, like putting too much pressure on yourself to be able to become what you feel that you can become. And I just want to say that to anyone out there, man, who feels like the weight of the world is on their shoulders. Um, that very well could be true in some sense, but maybe in another sense, is because you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. You know, some of that weight that you're feeling is things that you're in your head. You're overthinking. You're being impatient with your the path that you're on, the journey that you're on, and I just want to say, if anyone out there that's dealing with that, man, just give yourself some grace. You know, um, life is a marathon. It's not a sprint, and life is not linear. You know, life don't. It's not like stocks or something like that. And you see that chart going all the way up. And actually, if we're relating to stocks, stocks go up, they go down, they go up and go down. You know, it's not linear, man. We're all running this race. We're running it at different paces, and we're all just trying to figure this thing out, man. So just I would say control what you can control. Control what you can control, man. Life is gonna throw some things at you that you cannot cannot foresee, that you couldn't help, but you can manage, right? You couldn't help that, like it happened, but you can at least manage the aftermath of it, right? And manage it in a way where you can control your thoughts. You can control how you perceive and go about said situation that you're dealing with, right? I take I always kind of think in this moment. I share a story where a few years back, when I was pursuing my bachelor's degree, I had to drive. I was driving to Philly. It was 40 minutes from my house. Drive on campus. Um, excuse me. I was driving on campus, and I had I had a final to do, and in one of the toughest classes I've was in. It was like a math class, and I was a communications major. It's like it was a stupid math class I was in. uh, it was so it was a final. Wasn't doing too hot. I was skating by in that class, man. Math has never been my strong suit, and I caught a flat tire. Um, so I was going to be late to the test. And in that moment, man, I had a choice of how I was going to manage that situation, how I was going to perceive what was going on, how I was going to think about that situation. Whether you go, it's two routes. You're either going to think of it in a negative perception or positive perception. Um, I chose to turn that negative situation into a positive outlook in my head, because I was like, yeah, hey, could I complain about getting a flat tire? Right? I didn't have that on my calendar for the day. I didn't want to have want to be delayed and want to have to get that fixed and things of that nature. But uh I chose to think, okay, well, one, I'm blessed to even have this problem. Like it's almost a good problem to have, right? And the reason I say that is because some people don't even have a flat tire or car to get a flat tire from, So that was like reshaping that negative into a positive, because it's like, hey, I'm actually blessed, man. The things I could complain about is what other people are praying for. Some people are walking to work, biking to work in extreme weather conditions, whether it's really cold or really hot. Um, really hot, man. You get to your freaking your workplace, man. And say if it's a corporate place, you get to your workplace, man. Armpits sweaty. You almost gotta have a change of clothes by the time you get there. No one wants to deal with that. Or you got to ride the bus, man, and the bus can have some crazy folks on it. Whatever. Or you got to carpool. You got to wait on other people to pick you up. Say they was sick that day, man, or just say they missed their alarm, and boom, that falls on you. And so yeah, I I just chose to think, man, like, man, this is a good problem to have. Like I actually I have I have a car, and another thing I thought of, I'm blessed to be able to get this fixed. I'm able to get a new tire. I got the funds to be able to get a new tire and things of that nature, right? So, um, yeah, man, just control what you can control. You can control your thoughts, how you perceive something, and how you're going to go about like problem solving. Like, okay, when you're faced with a problem, man, how can I fix this? just 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 start brainstorming. How can I fix this? It's got to be a solution, right? It just to every cause there's an effect. Like it's just how the world works, the universe works, man. It's just yeah, like there has to be a solution to the problem. It has to be, So it's all about trying to like do some soul searching, utilizing your resources, man. Hey, if you got people around you, that was another thing too. My boy, just for whatever reason, man, just don't feel like he has to hold everything in. He has to do everything himself, and it's a double edged sword because he's super independent, and that's great. Like that's shout out to the super independent people, man, because to depend on folks, boy, that's a really risky life to live, slippery slope. Um, but with that, the other side of the coin of being super independent is that you won't reach out to people when you are in need. Um, and so, yeah, utilize your resources, man. Talk to people. If you're going through something, express it. Go to the outlets that you might have available to you to be able to get some stuff off your chest, off your mind, and to be able to like get some of that weight that you feel like you're crumbling under off of you. Because stress can kill, man. Stress can kill, and I hate to see people. Just hate to see people, man. I just hate. I want to see everybody win. I love seeing people when they're healing. It's really gratifying to see, and that's just leaving that with anybody who might need that. So yeah, that kind of concludes this stream. Thanks of you. Thanks to everyone who stuck around, who listened. Thanks for people who followed. Follow the page. Page for life on everything. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. The website is pagefuloflife.com. The YouTube is Page Full of Life. Like, share, subscribe, comment, engage with me, man. We're gonna make this a community. All right. I want to make this I want this platform to be for the deep. I want Page Full of Life to be the platform where deep critical thinkers who want more of themselves, more out of other people, and more from the world. Um, that's what this platform will be. It'll be for those people, the intellectuals. That's what I'm gonna call everybody, man. Hey, what's up, my intellectuals? Because I think those are the needle pushers. The folks who can critically think, who are empathetic, man. They want to see other people prosper, and use their talents and gifts and their purpose in the world to make this world a better place, which is so cliche. Some things are cliche for a reason, man, because they just work. They are just facts. And so, thank you all. We'll see you. We'll see you next time. Y'all have a blessed day.